Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your July the 13th spiritual principle day in a meditation. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. The title of the meditation is Unity in Loving Care. We contribute to unity in our meetings by exercising loving care in the way we speak and the way we treat one another. That comes from It Works, Tradition 1, Applying Spiritual Principles. Speaking to and treating other members with love, care, and respect is effortless, except when it isn't. But that's on us. To practice unity, we learn self-awareness. It could be fear that we'll say the wrong thing to the member who is grieving the loss of 20 years of clean time that makes us look past her. Instead of reassuring her, we say nothing. This action, driven by our discomfort, she assumes is a harsh judgment of her relapse. It could be that serious bout of depression we're experiencing that causes us to snap at a newer member who set up the chairs incorrectly. And that sponsee brother's story that he shared 3 times already this week, we can't help but roll our eyes as far as they will go. Maybe we just forgot to eat. We don't intend to be hurtful or dismissive. We won't always know the right thing to say, and we don't all express or prefer to receive love, care, and respect in the same ways. In times of need, one member might approach us with warmth and a non-judgmental ear. Another might demand, "Take the cotton out of your ears," in the style of old school tough love. An action of physical contact, a friendly hand on the shoulder, or that big NA hug, most often will be welcomed, but sometimes it will be rebuffed. Our experience tells us that we must be doing something right because so many addicts coming to meetings and stay clean. We may not always exercise loving care flawlessly, but we get better at it. We learn to exercise patience and kindness, even as we share opinions and suggestions. We work on breaking through our discomfort and uncertainty because we care about each other and we want to show it. And we listen to each other's stories, no matter how many times, and try to be respectful because we value our group, even when a member of it bugs us. As long as we're trying to be supportive, we are exercising the principle of unity. To promote unity, I will make an effort to be careful in my words and actions. Today, keeping in mind the therapeutic value of one addict helping another. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Unity and loving care. Let me tell you why I think this is such an important meditation. Because we all know that we are at least 2 people at the same time, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And sometimes, depending on what we're going through and how we're responding, whether or not we're applying what we know about spiritual principles to the situation, and even if we are, when we come to a meeting, sometimes it's all we can do to get to a meeting and sit down in a chair and listen. We're not always going to show up feeling this overwhelming love and wanting to hug and encourage one another. Sometimes it's all you can do to get to a meeting. Hugging up on people and having chit chat is the last thing on your mind. What you're thinking about is how are you going to get water out of a rock and pay that bill? Or the relationship you're in going sour, or your coworkers being rude and gossipy. There can be so many number of things that are going on that you struggle with. And when you get to a meeting sometimes, showing loving care, showing that kind of kindness to someone, it's not that you don't have it in you to do, it's just you're stuck in what you're going through. And so it's easy if someone comes to a meeting and they're surrendering to the program again and they've given up 20 years clean and it's everything they can do to open their mouths and say they relapse. Here we come with our chip on our shoulder, our situation. And it's like their relapse went in one ear and out the other. We don't say an encouraging word to them after the meeting. We keep thinking to ourselves, you should have known the relapse was coming because you've been acting a fool in the rooms for how many years now? And what do we say about, our lifestyle sometimes being the problem? So yeah, you relapse and it goes in one ear and out the other. And we're dismissive. And really, on another day, we're being quite honest, on a different day where we've had enough rest and we've eaten, we're not starving, we're not arguing with our mates, work is going okay, our mood swings happen to be on the upside of things. On a different day, we may reach out and say, you want to go have some coffee? Talk? I mean, really talk. I got about 2 hours. You want to go sit down and have some coffee? You see how sometimes just our own personal frame of mind determines how much loving care we can actually extend to people? I think it impresses on my mind that personal care is a big deal. Personal care is important because it affects how I respond to other people. So today, let's promote unity. If we're going to promote anything here, I know it's about attraction, not about a promotion or promoting, right? But let's promote unity. Make the effort to be careful with our words today, our actions, keeping in mind that the therapeutic value of one addict helping another should absolutely be without parallel. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose, wherever you're at in the world. It is exciting to be alive. It's exciting to be in recovery. Lost dreams awaken and new possibilities arise. Yeah. So whatever you're doing for your recovery today, continue to do it. And have a beautiful day on purpose. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you tomorrow.